First and foremost, all praises, glory, honor goes to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Makako Das. Double honors to the elder apostles, that great millstone that taught us this true salutation. All y'all can push in his word day in and day out, doing this quick lesson on the Ps5 inflationary price increase, man. Because it's never been this late in the cycle of a video game, because most consoles, they last like what, 7 to 8 years. So right now this is like the halfway point, maybe a little even past that halfway point for PS5's what they call console lifespan, as far as it being the premier console. So right now the system almost been out 5 years, man. It's like 4.5 years right now. Okay, so you got to think, man, why are they raising the prices, man? Normally the price goes down this late in a console cycle, man. It's crazy to say, but I remember in 2020, there was lines down the corner for niggas wanting to get the PS5, but you know, this is late in the lifespan. Like, PS5 is no longer rare. You can just go in the store and buy a joint. You know, I think I delivered a Xbox, the latest Xbox, man. I forget the name of that shit, because I'm not an Xbox head. I'm always been, you know, if I do inside the game, because gaming, you know, it keeps me out of the streets, keeps me in the house and shit, entertained. And if I do decide the game, it's, for the most part, it's been Sony, you know. And you know, even them, they're getting affected right now, man. All right, because when you read this article, it says Sony has increased the price of its PS5 by 25%. All right, due to Trump tariffs in Europe, some markets in the Middle East, Africa, Oceania, New Zealand. All right, so price done went up, man. You know, of the console. So you got people that still don't have, they still playing PS4. So they got to play, you know, 25% increase, which is a lot, man. It's like $100 almost in most markets, okay? So I say this because this is the beginning of hyperinflation, because Trump announced the tariffs April 2nd. We saw what happened with the stock market during that time, man. All right. So look, Japan was hit with 24% tariffs on its exports to the U.S. So this is all the shit show that's getting ready to get out of control, man. That's all I can say, man. Because once this shit hits the fan, man, ain't gonna be no turning back. Ain't gonna be no healing Babylon, like the scripture says, which I might get that, man. All right, so let me get this first scripture, 2 Kings 6:25. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass's head, and that's a donkey's head, was sold for 80 pieces of silver, 80 pieces of silver, and a fourth part of calf of a dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. So, hey, man, so if those items were that expensive, right, and those are, you know, if you're an Israelite, an unlawful, abominable type of thing to eat or consume, you know, and it was that expensive. So imagine for the lawful things, man. Imagine how much the lawful thing was in that time. You know what? Hyperinflation, man. Your big box stores are gonna be empty. You know, your pantry's gonna be empty. Your churches are gonna be empty real soon, because this is all done by design. And me personally, I mean, I believe a false flag event is gonna happen around the time Trump's really, because you know he delayed it, the tariffs, for 90 days or some shit, and that 90 days is like June or July 18th, somewhere around there. So I believe around this summer you're gonna have major events popping off, man. While everybody's feasting, partying, committing adultery. That's when the most adultery happens, summertime. Between now and summer, spring and summer. Because, the summertime, these women, they want to be out and, out and about, man. And, the women really initiate the adultery. Not the men, man. Right? Because a woman could easily say no to adultery, all right? But, that's a whole nother topic. Let me get thief in the night, man. First Thessalonians 5:2, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. I ain't brought this scripture out in a while. Alright, so this is a perfect time. NBA playoffs, graduation season, marriage season, whatever season you can think of is happening right now. And it says, verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, yet Trump is promising peace and safety with these tariffs, and sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with a child. Just like a woman in labor, they don't know the exact moment, that baby's finna pop. And that's how, because right now it's relatively peaceful here in America as far as, it ain't been raided yet, All right. Niggas ain't roused up here. Niggas still going to work. But you just gonna wake up one day. I believe just like 9/11, shit's gonna hit the fan probably in the morning or afternoon time. And you just gonna wake up one day, nothing but smoke on your TV screen or your smartphone or whatever you like to keep up with the current events and shit, man. All right. But we ain't got to worry about, this hyperinflation. Yeah, it's going to affect brothers. We're going to have to adjust our lifestyles, but ultimately we ain't got to worry about it. This is Isaiah 65 and 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Power Yahweh Shem Yahshua, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. So we ain't got to worry about this shit. This is for the 2/3 and the heathen nation. So I'm going to end it there till next time. Shalom.